India, his struggle for independence.
Mahatma Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869, in Porbandar, India. In this segment, we'll explore his childhood, family background, and the early influences that shaped the man who would later be known as the father of the nation. During his childhood, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, later known as Mahatma Gandhi, grew up in Porbandar, a coastal town in Gujarat, India. Born on October 2, 1869, into a devout Hindu family, he was the youngest of 4 children. His father, Karamchand Gandhi, served as the Diwan, chief minister, of Porbandar, and his mother, Putlibai, was deeply religious. Gandhi was an average student but showed a strong moral character from a young age. He was influenced by the Jan principles of non-violence, compassion, and vegetarianism, which were instilled in him by his mother. Gandhi's upbringing was rooted in traditional values, and he was exposed to the concepts of truth, integrity, and simplicity. His early experiences in Porbandar and later in Rajkot shaped his understanding of Indian society, caste system, and religious diversity. These formative years laid the foundation for the principles that would guide his life, including his commitment to nonviolence and his pursuit of social justice. Mahatma Gandhi's education played a crucial role in shaping his transformative journey. After completing his early education in Porbandar and Rajkot, he sailed to London in 1888 to study law. In London, Gandhi immersed himself in the study of law and Western philosophy. However, it was during this time that he also explored literature on various religions, including Hinduism, Christianity, and Buddhism. Gandhi's exposure to different cultures and ideas in London marked the beginning of his intellectual and spiritual exploration. He became acquainted with diverse perspectives and developed a critical understanding of societal issues. It was in London that he encountered the works of writers like Leo Tolstoy, John Ruskin, and Henry David Thoreau, which deeply influenced his philosophy of nonviolence and civil disobedience. After completing his law studies, Gandhi returned to India in 1891 but faced challenges in establishing a successful legal practice. In 1893, he accepted a 1-year contract to work in South Africa, which proved to be a pivotal period. The discrimination and racial injustice he witnessed in South Africa ignited his passion for social reform and resistance. Gandhi's transformation into a political and spiritual leader began as he started actively advocating for the rights of Indians in South Africa. His experiences there laid the foundation for his philosophy of satyagraha, or nonviolent resistance, as a means of achieving social and political change. The amalgamation of his education, exposure to diverse cultures, and experiences in South Africa led to the emergence of Mahatma Gandhi as a principled leader committed to nonviolence, justice, and the pursuit of truth. Gandhi applied satyagraha in various campaigns, including the Salt March and the Quit India movement, with the aim of achieving India's independence from British rule. His commitment to nonviolence and truth left a lasting legacy, influencing civil rights movements and leaders around the world. Satyagraha remains a significant philosophy in the history of nonviolent resistance. Leaders was arrested. 3. Salt March, 1930, one of the most iconic events in India's independence movement. The Salt March was a protest against the British salt monopoly. Gandhi and a group of followers marched over 240 miles to the Arabian Sea, producing salt in violation of the salt laws. This peaceful protest resulted in widespread arrests, including Gandhi's. 4. Quit India movement, 1942, Gandhi played a central role in the Quit India movement, demanding an end to British rule. The British responded with mass arrests, including Gandhi's imprisonment for almost 2 years. The movement marked a significant chapter in India's struggle for independence. 5. Post-independence riots, 1947-1948. After India gained independence in 1947, the country witnessed communal violence between Hindus and Muslims. Disturbed by the bloodshed, Gandhi undertook fasts and advocated for peace. His efforts were met with criticism, and he faced opposition, ultimately leading to his assassination in 1948. Gandhi's time in prison became symbolic of his commitment to nonviolence and his willingness to endure personal sacrifices for the greater cause. Despite the challenges and imprisonments, his philosophy of satyagraha continued to inspire movements for civil rights and freedom worldwide, leading to widespread arrests and increasing pressure on the British government. 4. Negotiations with British authorities. Despite his confrontational stance, Gandhi engaged in dialogue with British authorities to find a peaceful resolution. His negotiations with Lord Irwin, the Viceroy of India, resulted in the Gandhi-Irwin Pact of 1931, which secured the release of political prisoners and allowed Indians to participate in the Second Round Table Conference in London. 5. Boycotts and Swadeshi movement. Gandhi promoted self-reliance through the Swadeshi movement, encouraging Indians to boycott British goods and embrace indigenous products. This economic resistance weakened British economic control and fostered a sense of national pride. 6. Role in constitution making. While Gandhi's primary focus was on nonviolent resistance, he also had a significant impact on the shaping of India's constitution. His vision for a decentralized, village-centric society influenced key leaders, including Jawaharlal Nehru and others involved in the framing of the Indian constitution. 7. Legacy of unity and nonviolence. Gandhi's teachings of nonviolence, religious tolerance, and communal harmony played a crucial role in unifying a diverse and divided nation. His principles continue to inspire movements for peace and justice worldwide. Ultimately, India gained independence in 1947, and Gandhi's role in achieving this milestone earned him the title of Father of the Nation. His legacy extends beyond India, influencing global leaders and movements advocating for civil rights and nonviolent resistance. Mahatma Gandhi was married to Kasturba Gandhi, also known as Ba. They were married in an arranged marriage in 1883 when Gandhi was 13 years old and Kasturba was 14. The couple had 4 children, Harilal, Manilal, Ramdas, and Devdas. Gandhi's family life was deeply intertwined with his principles of simplicity and nonviolence. Kasturba played a significant role in supporting her husband's endeavors, including his involvement in the Indian independence movement. She actively participated in various social and political activities, and both endured hardships together, including periods of imprisonment. While Gandhi was often away due to his activism, his commitment to truth and nonviolence also extended to his family life. He experimented with his ideas within the family, promoting simplicity, self-discipline, and a lifestyle aligned with his values. The Gandhi family faced challenges and sacrifices, but their shared commitment to the principles of truth and nonviolence remained a central aspect of their lives. Despite the difficulties, Gandhi's family played a crucial role in shaping his worldview, and their experiences became part of the larger narrative of India's struggle for independence. Kasturba, in particular, is remembered for her resilience and contributions to the Gandhian movement. Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated on January 30, 1948, in New Delhi, India. He was shot 3 times in the chest at point-blank range by Nathuram Godse, a Hindu nationalist who opposed Gandhi's tolerance towards Muslims during the post-independence period marked by communal tensions. Gandhi had been holding a prayer meeting at Birla House when the assassination occurred. Despite being rushed to the hospital, he succumbed to his injuries. The assassination shocked the nation and the world, as Gandhi was not only the leader of the Indian independence movement but also an advocate for peace, non-violence, and communal harmony. Nathuram Godse and his accomplices were associated with extremist factions that opposed Gandhi's views on religious tolerance and his efforts to reconcile Hindu-Muslim differences. Godse was later arrested, tried, and convicted for the assassination. He was executed in November 1949. The assassination of Mahatma Gandhi left an indelible mark on India's history. His legacy, however, continues to inspire movements for nonviolence, social justice, and human rights around the world. The legacy of Mahatma Gandhi is profound and far-reaching, impacting various aspects of society, politics, and philosophy. Some key elements of his legacy include: 1. Nonviolent resistance, Satyagraha. Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolent resistance remains one of his most enduring contributions. His belief in the power of truth, love, and nonviolence has inspired countless movements for civil rights, freedom, and justice worldwide. 2. Leadership in Indian independence. Gandhi's leadership played a pivotal role in India gaining independence from British rule in 1947. His ability to mobilize masses through nonviolent means and civil disobedience set a precedent for peaceful resistance against oppressive regimes. 3. Communal harmony and tolerance. Gandhi worked tirelessly to promote religious and communal harmony. His vision of a secular India, where people of all religions coexist peacefully, continues to be relevant in the face of religious tensions. 4. Simplicity and self-sufficiency. Gandhi's emphasis on simple living and self-sufficiency has influenced discussions on sustainable living. His commitment to minimalism and self-discipline serves as a guide for those seeking an alternative to consumerism. 5. Global impact. Gandhi's teachings have transcended borders and influenced global leaders and movements. Figures like Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and Cesar Chavez drew inspiration from his philosophy of nonviolence. 6. Social justice and equality. Gandhi advocated for the upliftment of the marginalized and oppressed sections of society. His campaigns against untouchability and his efforts to promote the welfare of the impoverished have left a lasting impact on social justice movements. 7. Environmental stewardship. Gandhi's views on sustainable living and his concern for the environment foreshadowed contemporary discussions on ecological conservation and responsible living. 8. Legacy in literature and popular culture. Gandhi's life and philosophy have been portrayed in literature, films, and other forms of art. His autobiography, The Story of My Experiments with Truth, and the movie, Gandhi, have contributed to keeping his legacy alive in popular culture. Mahatma Gandhi's legacy is not without controversy and critique, but his principles of truth, nonviolence, and social justice continue to be studied, debated, and applied in various contexts around the world. He is remembered as a transformative figure who left an indelible mark on the course of history in the pursuit of a more just and compassionate world. And that concludes our journey through the life and legacy of Mahatma Gandhi. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.